So, it does bear repeating the story for a number of you that haven't heard this. I have the propensity to convince other people to do the things that they would not otherwise normally do. I don't even mean that in a bad way. I'm just an enthusiastic person. Lest females take that wrong. I'm an enthusiastic guy, and I said, hey, a lot of my friends, let's take a road trip. This is a great road trip. Just trust me, it's going to be great. We're going to the beach. So we're going, great, let's go to the beach. This is pre-cell phone, probably 85 or so, and so I get a whole group of people, my wife, and we pile in a car, and we have a caravan of probably about 8 cars that are following us down there. 16 or so people, I don't know, more. And we head out east of Dallas. I live north of Dallas. We head out east of Dallas, and then south. Okay. So you see where I'm going with this. And we're not going to Louisiana. Well, the smell hits just north of Port Arthur, about 30 or 40 miles. You're nodding, of course, because it's summertime and the smell really hits. And everybody's kind of making faces and pulling up next to us with squinch faces like, are we really headed to the beach here? And we did get past the refineries to a place that, because you're here, I'm sure you've been called Paradise Island. I would have called it OK Island. Just truth in advertising. I've been in advertising a long time. I think it was incredibly overbilled. But the purpose of this road trip was to go to the Road Air Club. I'd read in Texas Monthly it was the best nightclub in the state.
We've been there.
Okay. Then you know where I'm headed with this. And they said this is the best, Texas Monthly voted the best nightclub in the state. It was, till this day, it always was and will be. And I played in Green Hall a number of times. I love Green Hall, favorite place to go. Road Air Club blew this away. We walk inside, and my first clue that I was in the right place is that there's just one shotgun straight down the middle row to the stage with a Cajun band just playing lights out. Unbelievable. And then just rows of tables all the way down both sides. And they sell things like crab balls and things like that. You just don't get everywhere, and it takes you a moment just to really figure out what crab balls are. I know it did some of our folk anyway, from Dallas. Not so sharp. So, I digress. So we sat down, and this wonderful waitress walks up and says, what you getting there for? And I said, we're just going to have beers for all of this. That's awesome. At least I'm doing it right. That's what she said. She does. What you getting there for? And we said, well, I'm sorry. We'll just have some beer. Beer for everybody. So she brings these huge trays, and she is 350 pounds minimum, and 72, 74 minimum. And she carries this tray with this huge glass, you know, the giant goblets that you get in Mexican restaurants that are more glass than beer. And she brings down the first tray and sets it down, and I said, thank you so much. And she goes, what you doing sitting there for? I said, well, we're just going to sit and listen. She goes, nobody come to Road Down and listen. And she reaches out, she grabs me by the hand, she jerks me up, and she takes me out and starts dancing. And you're not, we're dancing around the dance floor. And this lady's just tearing me up. And she goes and she puts me back down on one spin, grabs my wife, pulls my wife up, and she grabs each one of us, one at a time. True story. Bijagno has since passed away, and the Road Air Club is gone. But I've never forgotten that amazing night, one night at Road Air Club. says, whoa, no more. Ladies and gentlemen, Jane Williams on accordion. You gotta buckle up your band, 'cause you ain't never moved at all till you learn to do this dance. Do this dance. Do this dance. Do this dance. We're going to take a short break. I've got a couple of CDs at $500 each. Come join us.